Hi guys, I hope I am audible. So welcome back to another live. As we had promised that we will come live on every single match day of the Champions Trophy. So here we are on the third consecutive live, and today was the third game. It was the first game of Group B, and it was the game between South Africa, you know, the the tragic heroes of ICC tournaments. Their last win and their only win in ICC tournaments coming in the 1999 in the same tournament in the Champions Trophy against debutants and dark horses Afghanistan, who a lot had, you know, had high hopes on that Afghanistan would do good, would do great in this tournament. But the problem is that there is, very little room for error in this tournament in the Champions Trophy. You slip once and you are at the verge of elimination. But still, there is a lot more games to be played in the tournament. But the group, it's very difficult. So if you probably can understand from what I've been saying, that Saptarshi, if you're at the back end, please add Abhishek. He's waiting to join the show with me. So yeah. So tomorrow we have England versus Australia in the same group. So the result of that game, would also that would also you know make the picture a bit more clear about what we can expect going into the second round of the fixtures of Group B. But currently in Group A, India is at the second position, New Zealand at the top, then Pakistan is in the fourth position, and Bangladesh is in the third position. And in this group, so far, England and Australia are yet to play, so they are locking horns tomorrow. That's the big clash, aside the India-Pakistan match on Sunday in Dubai. And today we had Afghanistan versus South Africa. So uh, South Africa batted first, and they, scored a 315 for six. So if I'm gonna go through the scores, so mm, yeah, so Ryan Rickelton, he had a ton. He was an opener and the wicket keeper, so he had a ton, and along with Tony Zorzi, who opened the show. But then Tony Zorzi was dismissed for an 11 out of 11 balls.
Hi, hi, Faridabad.
Hi Abhishek. Yeah, thank you for joining in between your work hours. Yeah, really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I was just going through the scorecard because I did not have the time to follow the game religiously. I don't think you had it either.
yeah. I was that
Because
was night time for me, but I watched Afghanistan's batting full. So yeah,
okay,
we yeah,
that's perfect. I was just going through Rickelton's century, and then Afghanistan did get a quick breakthrough at the in the sixth over, with Tony Zorzi being taken.
Torres also run out. Yeah,
Yeah, being taken down by Nabi. But then they could not capitalize on it. Of course, the captain, the man in form, Temba Bavuma, and then Van der Duzen, and then Markram, three of them hit 50s one by one, and then they took the score to an unreachable 315 because the Afghanistan batting is good, but I think somewhere it is lacking depth or it is lacking experience. So that is why 315, as Saptarshi mentioned day before yesterday, the 315 would be a trick. Anything above 300 would be a tough nut to crack if Afghanistan is chasing because they don't
mm,
still have the experience. Of course, they do have Rahmanullah Gurbaz. If Gurbaz is fighting at the top, much like Rohit Sharma, Afghanistan does get a good start. And if he does not get that, then the pressure comes down on the middle order and on the say batsmen in at three and two and three. So I think that is where they went wrong. Maybe 50, 60 runs from mm, Rahmanullah, the things could have been different. Because I think who's the guy? I forgot the name. Yeah, I think Rahmat Shah. I think Rahmat Shah scored a
Ravasta.
spectacular 90. Yeah, he scored a
Yeah,
spectacular 90. So so maybe you can take us through the game since you have watched parts of it, or what
yes.
did you find to be the
The
highlight
first
of the
thing,
Afghanistan innings?
yeah, obviously as you mentioned, Rahmat Shah was highlight of the Afghanistan's innings. What I thought that, and what my fear was that maybe the pitches in Pakistan will not support the Afghanistan spinners so much, which suited them in Dubai when they beat South Africa in that series comprehensively, and where they had a stronghold in Dubai and Sharjah conditions. But that was the fear was having, that maybe that not that much support for Afghanistan spinners in these Pakistani pitches could be one of the issues, that the bowling may not click. And Their fast bowling is relatively inexperienced. I think if it omit, I think uh, who is the bowler who bowls for the left armer? I forgot his name.
Fazalak Faruqi.
Fazalak Faruqi. Apart from that, if he doesn't provide Afghanistan with those quick wickets, then Afghanistan is really in a spot of trouble, and that's what exactly happened in today's match. And none of the spinners could actually contain the runs also, and all
Yeah,
of them went for 6-7 runs per over. So that
and
was
I think
also.
Naveen ul Haq was also not in the team.
Navani
So
Ullah has retired from ODI cricket at the age of
oh he
24 years.
oh I did not know that. I did not know
He
that.
retired last year's World Cup only. That was also, I think, one of the questions we raised, that why he retired with such a good bowling capabilities at such a young
Yeah,
age.
yeah, but I mean the thing is that Afghanistan. I mean half of the teams do not want to play this. You play series with Afghanistan. I mean, uh, even India. You know, I don't remember them playing with Afghanistan. Afghanistan needs to play with more top tier teams. So the teams
Hmm.
like England, teams like Australia, they are creating issues about Afghanistan traveling, to their country and playing a series, which will give them exposure. So already the number of ODIs that are being played are being reduced day by day, thanks to more T20 leagues and T20 cricket and IPL. So ODI cricket is dying, and now you have
T20
the
leagues are
WTC.
like damaging international cricket a big time. I think, yeah, we need to discuss that also in
Yeah,
some videos.
exactly. Maybe,
Lots of
maybe,
T20
maybe,
leagues, so players are shifting to those money-making leagues.
exactly. So people will, after all, they will have to look after their, livelihood as well.
Absolutely. So because if international series are not coming, the revenue is not coming to the board, and if revenue doesn't come, then they have to look for these leagues to sustain their families and the livelihood. Absolutely.
Exactly. That is the thing. That is the thing.
And
So
yeah, and one more thing which I found out is that South Africa bowlers really bowled at good lengths today. All back of a length, good length, really, which Afghanistan batsmen normally they don't have, uh, are habituated to playing this kind of fast bowling. With
mhm.
South Africa bowlers, especially Johnson, with such a tall bowler coming in an awkward bounce, lot
Exactly.
of they played lot of dot balls in those power play overs, which could
Yeah,
have
and
been
they have
tactically
and,
strategic.
and they have Marco Jansen, who I mean, who's the tall, hit the deck bowler
Good,
who
good age
was
guy, yes,
exactly. So Marco Jansen, he went for 8 overs, one maiden, 32 runs, and one wicket. So that is like phenomenal. mm, You know,
absolutely.
you know.
Rabada was as usual
Yeah,
fantastic.
Rabada. I mean, he's your prime wicket taking bowler, so you have to
But
expect
I
that
thought that they could have yeah, attacked a bit more against Lungi Ngidi and Mulder, because I think those were supposedly the weak links of South Africa's bowling lineup. And
yeah.
Maharaj also, they didn't attack him that much.
Where was this match being held, by the way? Was it in
I think
Rawalpindi or
again, uh,
or
I
Lahore?
think Rawalpindi. I think
Rawalpindi.
I'm not Rawalpindi.
Okay, I'll just check. Maybe
That
you.
is normally a flat track. Nothing for spinners. If the match could have been played in Karachi, I think Afghanistan spinners could have done a bit well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Karachi
But
does have a bit for the spinners. We saw on the first. So this was held
with
in
hand,
Karachi only.
Karachi only, okay,
Maybe a different pitch. Maybe a different pitch than the
maybe a
last.
different place. Maybe a different place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you cannot expect to play all the same games in this one pitch. Then by the time you reach the semifinals or something, I mean it will become like it will not remain
no.
a pitch anymore. It will become like a broken
But I think,
piece
yeah,
of land.
Afghanistan spinners in Dubai could have been, yeah, if the match would have been played in, yeah, these conditions, they could have been more lethal, I believe. And
Yeah, and
also,
especially Afghanistan also does not have much experience. I mean, that I think that will be a bit of a problem for every team. I mean, especially for teams like Australia, although New Zealand has tackled it very well. But I mean, if India had to play in Pakistan, India has not played in Pakistan in like 20 years. Same with I think Bangladesh, England, and New Zealand have toured them recently. Australia, I think they play a series or something in
yes,
Pakistan recently.
they played in 2022.
Yeah, 2020. But that is again long time ago. After that, I mean, I think since there has not
Normally,
been.
England comes to play series frequently with them. New Zealand comes
Yeah,
frequently.
and
Uh,
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe comes. South Africa also comes
Exactly.
frequently. Yes.
So, guys, if anyone is watching, you guys can shoot some comments, or if you have watched this game.
But I think last year New Zealand only came 2 3 times. If I'm not wrong. Before the
New Zealand came for this ODI
ODI
tri
series they
series.
came.
Uh, then I remember
Last year before
England.
the
Yeah,
T20
then
World Cup also they came.
which World Cup?
T20 World Cup also they came. New Zealand team.
Before the T20 World Cup,
Yeah, to
probably.
Pakistan.
Yeah, Bangladesh. I remember they came. Before, I mean, that historic series win,
Yeah, for
whitewashed.
the test matches. Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Correct.
that I remember. And what about the South Africa? What about the Afghanistan bowling? What do you think? Rashid Khan went 10 for 59, no
That's
wickets.
what. Yeah, neither they were economical nor they could pick wickets in the middle overs. That 11 to 40 over mark is very much crucial. And
Exactly, exactly. And
Afghanistan spinners are
Ra
expected to take the
Rashid
best.
Khan going for almost six per over. It
Is
is
a
quite
big
surprising.
setback. Is a big setback.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that is where I think they lost the game. I mean, the middle overs.
Yeah,
Everyone contributing for a solid 50. And I think Markram was, uh, struggling for his form since I think the
yeah.
2024 IPL. And I think Markram is also slowly getting back into, his
His groove.
shape. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So that can be, that can be troublesome. I mean, for other teams, Afghanistan need another pacer. Yeah, playing an extra batter. I mean, Afghanistan's batting Sapta sheet is also quite inexperienced. So it is kind of like, kind of like India's test team that they were trying to push Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel, and everyone. I mean, bunch of all rounders, Nitish
Experience
Kumar
is there,
Reddy,
but down the order means
exactly down the
Ashraf
order.
Shahid has the experience. Nabi is an experienced player. Ramashah is experienced, and Gulbuddin Naib is also experienced. But the
Yeah,
top
very,
of the
very,
order,
very traditional. I think they will still need some time to catch up with,
the
the.
conditions.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Wolf. Oh, we have a new comment uh, from Mr. Wolf. Saptarshi, can you pin this comment? Uh,
I think the comments are coming here late. In the StreamYard. Normally, I use other device to see the.
okay, okay. Gill seems to be the new king of the Indian side with the 2027 World Cup in mind. Bring a new number three after the CT25 would be a
Yes.
smart move.
Can you, yeah, comment on this?
I mean, it is kind of difficult to say. Probably it is in the making. Maybe one backup opener. I mean, is what India will be thinking about. I mean, like if Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli both retire, or if one of them do not retire. So suppose if Rohit Sharma does not retire, Virat does. So in that case, it will probably be Rohit and Yashasvi opening at the top, and then Shubman will slip down to number three. If not, if it is Rohit Sharma who is retiring and Virat Kohli is still playing, so it will probably be Shubman and Yashasvi at the top, and the Rohit and Virat will still be at the number three position. But I think the form Rohit Sharma is in white ball cricket. I
It
mean,
should
if he
help.
can, yeah, if he can continue this form at least from the from ODI tournaments, I think India should, uh, you know, schedule more ODI series, especially for Rohit and Virat to stay in touch if they are planning to continue till 2027. Uh, and even if not, I mean that is what I think. And
I
if both
think
of them do retire after a happy ending in the Champions Trophy, I don't think Rohit Sharma will retire. I think he desperately wants
if
a World
Rohit
Cup.
Sharma will not retire, then I think Kohli will also not retire at this age, considering his fitness and all. It
Yeah,
seems
but
I think they will both go for the 2027 World Cup. That's my
yeah, but
opinion.
then Kohli needs to get his form back.
And
I mean,
ODI,
one.
I think he had his form, but yeah, 150 he had, but he only played 3 matches.
Yeah, I
So I
mean,
think
it's
he
it's
needs
too
a bit
early to
more.
comment.
And
I think
yeah,
again
but
you cannot
Shubman
drop
Gill,
Virat Kohli. I
yeah,
mean, even after a dismal entire tournament, he can come up with a 76 in the final and then take the
final.
game. So I mean, he's the
Considering
man.
the World Cup he had last year, I think ODI
Yeah,
World Cup. So,
yeah, he's the man for the big occasions. Like players like Virat Kohli, players like Hardik Pandya. You cannot drop these players from the squad, no matter however out of form they might be, or Jasprit Bumrah or Mohammad Shami. So I mean, they are the men for the big occasion, or even KL Rahul for that instance. I mean, you can bash him for the 66 out of 107 balls, but remove that 66, and India was limited to 100 80. Or remove the 54 from Kohli, India was sub 200. Or remove both the innings, India is like 120 for something.
Hmm.
So I mean, probably history will be kinder to those innings, I think.
Obviously.
Yeah,
And
in 300 plus chase, they are bound to falter if Gurbaz fails. Yeah, Gurbaz. I mean, I think he's more important than Rohit Sharma is to the Indian batting setup. I mean, the start that Gurbaz is giving to this Indian side, to this Afghanistan side. I mean, I think he's 22 or 23, and he already has more ODI centuries than
5700.
Sachin Tendulkar and Shubman Gill at the same age.
Hmm.
So he's already, I mean, he's already a ODI superstar in making. Although they are not playing like very premium quality ODI teams, except for the these big tournaments. But at least, I mean, coming up in the Champions Trophy for Afghanistan itself is I think it's a big thing. I mean, so hopefully they will
And
only go
Afghanistan
forward.
always faltered against South Africa in the big tournaments. To check the 2023 World Cup, 24 World Cup, they were not. South Africa were always was a superior team than Afghanistan. But I'm
Yeah, exactly.
expecting a comeback from them in the England and Australia series.
Matches. I think England match I think will be
Sorry,
I mean will be comparatively easier, but Australia I'm not quite sure because
considering their
Australia.
bowling lineup and the
Yeah, maybe,
way
maybe.
they can take the advantages of the last Test T20 win. So because South
Rit-
Africa they've always dominated against
Yeah,
Afghanistan.
exactly. This is what I was talking about,
South
Ritik.
Africa and
300 plus
India
is too much. Yeah.
they have always been dominant against Afghanistan in the recent tournament.
Yeah, I think only two teams have the batting depth or have the have that quality in the squad where you can see and say that these two teams will, I mean, on a good day, I mean, if it's not a exceptional accident, these two teams should be able to chase 300 plus targets. One is New Zealand and one is India. I'm not
India,
even counting Australia at this point.
considering the way they chased 300 for fun in this ODI series against England, I think one of the match. Suppose I think it was at Qatar or somewhere. I don't remember the venue, but they chased easily that target.
Some people are celebrating that Australia isn't at the full strength deep down, but they know it would have been a nightmare
But comment
otherwise.
is not coming here. Who is it? Comment.
Mr.
Okay.
Wolf. Hmm. Well, I mean, if you ask me, I was saying in the group, like, we have a few uh, people. I mean, in our WhatsApp group of this channel, that who are saying that you should be happy that Pat Cummins is not coming. But I always believe, even yesterday I was saying that if you have to be the best, you have to beat the best team. So I mean, like, if India, I mean, suppose on a hypothetical scenario, India manages to beat Australia in the final. They both come up in the final and they meet each other, and India beat them. Then people will say that Pat Cummins was not there, Mitchell Stark was not there, Hazelwood was not there.
That's
So
an
there will be
excuse. That's an
yeah.
excuse.
There will be there will always be excuses. And if they lose, they will say that you could not even win against this
That's the
Australian
thing I
mindset.
always
Blah, blah,
say.
blah.
Yes.
So there are always two sides to, I mean, two
If
ways
India
to look
lost the
at it.
border cross cut, India could also say that Shami was not there. The bowling lineup was relatively inexperienced. Pujara was,
Exactly.
for, for political reasons or anything, was not there. A lot of players were not there. But India never comes up with those excuses. It is always with the
Yeah, yeah,
Western media who
and
comes
then
up
you
with
are
the
playing,
excuses.
and then you were constantly backing Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, who were out of form, and you were not giving chances to someone like Devdutt Padikkal or Dhruv Jurel, who were doing good in the India A team. So
So,
yeah, so there are a lot of things that can be
last year
mentioned.
was also in 20 World Cup, Australia was full strength squad. So it's not that we cannot beat them. We have beaten them. We have beaten them in the group stage also. It's not just that day didn't click.
Exactly. I mean, it could have been otherwise. I mean, maybe India could have lost the group opener because they were 2 for 3 when KL Rahul
There were
and
two but three,
yeah,
absolutely. And then,
Virat
yeah,
Kohli were batting it. I mean, Hazelwood had caused I mean mayhem in the power play, taking down Rohit Sharma, and I
yeah,
think
and that was some knock, I would say. So Rahul, that's why I rate him highly in ODI especially because when team is down,
exactly,
at least he can play that anchor role. Although yesterday his catch was dropped, but catches dropping are part and parcel of the game. So I
exactly. I
think
mean, you draw. I think that is kind of an even thing.
because
Rohit
yesterday
Sharma
also if
dropped.
Rahul's
Yeah,
wicket could have gone,
And
match could
Rohit
have been
Sharma
a
dropped
very
a dolly.
tight.
And Rohit
Yeah,
Sharma dropped a dolly of this guy, Zakir Ali, and then he
Zakir
went
Ali.
on to score a 70. So I mean, he
Otherwise
caused
the
more
match was
damage
over in
than,
that.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah, Rohit Sharma
Otherwise, it
dropped
would
a
be
dodgy of Zakir Ali, and I think Pandya dropped a dolly of, it was not a dolly,
Uh,
but a decent catch
Hridoy,
for
Rohit Hridoy.
Ridha, right? Of Kuldeep Yadav bowling.
Exactly,
But
exactly. And then I think Rahul missed a stumping, if I'm not wrong, of
Rahul
Jakir
misses
Ali.
something. Rahul misses something.
I mean that was also, it was very unexpected. I mean, like, Rohit is one of the best slip fielders of India, and then Hardik is also very good at athletic, so you don't expect him to miss such a catch. And uh, you know, Rahul has also been very good behind the stumps. I mean, like, even if you take the first wicket of Akshar Patel, I mean the wicket of Tanzil Hassan, I think it was no one had heard the sound. It was, even Akshar was
Rahul is
confused.
very good with the reviews, especially with the 2023 World Cup also. He was very
Yeah,
good with the
yeah,
reviews.
yeah. So so
But
so, so
since Rahul is not that a proper keeper, so this kind of lapses will happen. So you have to go with that if you're going with Rahul.
Exactly,
And
exactly. Okay, maybe. So coming back to South Africa versus Afghanistan. So South Africa, I think now they have quite a huge upper hand to take a
South
step
Africa in
forward.
my view is going to the semi-final. I know it's I'm speaking very early, but the kind of bowling they have, kind of batting they have, I don't see England or Australia stopping
Yeah.
them
So yeah. So
with the
so so
current
what is so
team they
what is
have.
your prediction? Like, probably South Africa and Australia from that group.
I am still going optimistic with Afghanistan, but South Africa for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, but I think the run rate did take quite a
yeah. This
big
is
hit
also
today,
I think this is such a kind of tournament that if you lose first match, I think then
and also
all
the
of a
run-
sudden
and
you are
also the run
pressure.
run rate will be very crucial. Let me check the table champions trophy.
Yeah, the red rate is certainly very crucial,
Oh yeah,
and that's what
I think Afghanistan, it will be difficult for them to recover. It's minus 2.14,
minus 2.1. They have to win both the matches, and
and
still
hope
it's not
that,
sure.
yeah, still it's not sure. I mean, like, for Pakistan, I think it is still recoverable, but for Afghanistan, I think
No,
it
for
is.
Pakistan also, if they lose the match against India, they are out.
I mean, like, considering that they win both the other two matches. Oh, Saptarshi is here for the
But that's
last
just
5 minutes. Thank you for joining.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, so we were saying, like, I mean, who do you see qualifying from this group after this match, and what are your takeaways from this match?
South Africa for sure. Anyways, the net run rate is now huge, and I think one out of England and Australia they should win. To be honest, unless again their DNA steps up at the wrong time. So that's a different
I
story
mean,
altogether.
they would rather probably, want their DNA to step up in the group stage than in the knockout. So they would probably take one
Yeah,
hit in the group
if it
stage.
steps out twice in the group stage, then it might be a big thing.
Yeah, I think it should be. I
No,
mean,
I think right now their DNA is in a modified stage. It steps up. It not even in the semi-finals. They overcame that hurdle last time. They went to the finals
exactly.
and then it stepped up.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
So yeah, I think they should make it to the semis. At least one out of England and Australia. England are low on confidence. Australia are a depleted side. One out of them they should beat. And the other three teams, it's a bit dicey. Need to see how England do tomorrow. Also how
It's
Australia
a
do
bit dicey.
with their limited resources. Afghanistan after this win might be a bit underconfident. Needs to really step up hard against England and then against Australia.
Yeah, Afghanistan, I think it is
Absolutely.
very difficult because Afghanistan's net run rate is
No,
always
Also
but
for Afghanistan,
2.14.
it's important that they somehow get to bat first. Else it's gonna be difficult for them.
Yeah,
Because
Afghanistan also
their structure of the team is like that we will somehow play in the traditional way like people used to play in 2000s and all, and then push a bit further in the last 10 overs and get to some sort of a above par total, and then try and defend it with our superior bowling attack.
things that their bowling attack also came under pressure in this match.
Yeah, I've seen some Bengal fans have said that those are set to overtake his record, so childish was never that good over there. The record against Oz, the best team was pretty poor. We are not really aware of Ganguly's record against Oz in particular. I think his test
No,
record
but
was
he has a
not that effective, but his ODI record I am not pretty
he has
much
pretty
aware.
good.
I think in ODI, Ganguly has to be one of the finest batsmen India has seen.
Absolutely.
I think
And
if I say knockout specialist, Ganguly is the best from India because I think he has got 2 or 3 centuries in knockouts for India in
And
ODI
and, and,
tournaments.
in the
and, and
knockout
even
cup
and even he's a
2000, he
champion. I
scored
mean,
a
the man.
semi-final. Yeah, he scored a century in the semi-final and final. Although New Zealand won that semi-final, sorry, final in 2000, which was held in Kenya, which is not the Champions Trophy. So yeah,
Yeah,
Ganguly was always a
South
good man of
Africa also
tournament.
Klaasen didn't play today. So once Klaasen comes, I think Baguma will move up the order and Zorzi will get dropped.
Any reason
So
why Klassen didn't play today? Is he injury or something else?
who?
Klassen.
Klassen?
I mean, surely injury. Klaasen is not a player who will be dropped.
But Rickelton played a knock. I don't know if Rickelton could have been playing a part of the squad, but still it's
Actually,
good.
when we were making the squad, I remember I said I would prefer Tristan Stubbs because I prefer. But I mean, Rickelton has done too well in the
Yeah, got
AC20
that.
and maybe
It's
he was
I
rewarded
mean,
here and he played very well.
Rickelton did well in the match.
Yeah, Rickelton is
You
doing
had
well in all the
Britsky.
formats. I mean, he did well in
Britsky
the
did well in
AC20, he
the
did well in
Tri
the
Series.
test against Pakistan, got that 200 and now got 100 here. In
I
fact,
would have been
SA had
happier.
Matthew Britsky also who played so well
Britsky,
against
I
New
was talking
Zealand
about
and
Britsky. Pakistan
New Zealand.
also.
Yeah,
I don't know why Zizorzi was picked in his. I think
actually, the
Britsky could.
batting has lots of names who are not getting who won't even get a chance.
This South Africa squad is very tough, I think. And I am seeing South Africa versus New Zealand in the same final also. I don't know why, but if that happens, it could be a good context.
Yeah, South Africa will like to take the revenge of what happened at Eden Park 9 years ago, or 10 years ago actually.
Because somehow I have a feeling that India is losing that match against New Zealand. Let's see.
Yeah,
So actually, we have
even
a
I
chance of
think
making it, getting a full recap of 2015, or maybe a perfect revenge in both of the semi-finals.
so.
Australia, no, I'm
So in
not
that case,
sure, but
it will be India
yeah,
versus South Africa, and then South Africa will again take the revenge of the 2024 World Cup. Is that what you were saying?
I mean, if
I mean,
India beats Australia and then New Zealand beats, no, sorry, South Africa beats New Zealand, so that will be the
Yeah,
perfect
but
revenge in both of these.
I think it is difficult for
Yeah.
I mean any team. I mean if you have to pick one team to beat New Zealand in this out of these 8 teams, it has to be India. India has the
no,
best chance. I think.
South
I
Africa
think New
also. South Africa,
I
South
think
Africa also.
New Zealand is hands down the best team in this tournament.
I think South Africa is also good to beat them. I think so.
Yeah.
Ganguly has a pathetic ODI average of 23 versus
I think
Australia. Yeah, yeah,
Mr. Wolf is having a run behind Ganguly.
But I think it's okay. Like no, you every
yeah. I
player
mean,
has some
like,
weakness against some teams. If you say
yeah. The thing is that I mean, you cannot go at against every player, and I mean every player has some weakness or the other. So if you go for Virat Kohli's record against the leg spinners, or Virat Kohli's record against the balls outside off stump, or his record in England, I think. So
no, his recording in England in ODIs is
Also, I
good.
mean, two big games up for the weekend. So, I mean, first it's a limited overs version of the Ashes, and then it's the age-old rivalry. Though I feel it has lost a bit of its sheen over the years, but still there's lot of external hype from the media, from the ex-creators and all, and everyone knows what this hype is about. I mean,
External hype is
it surely
go-
brings the money.
exactly.
some thought that maybe Shine will rattle the Indian top order, and their bowling is good. But when their bowlers bowl good, I don't know. Every
Yeah,
match they're
Also, I
going
mean,
for 300
now
plus.
they have
think
brought Imam. I'm not sure how Imam has performed over the last few years or what.
With coming of Imam in 10 overs, they will now score 10 runs. Last match they scored 22
I
runs,
mean,
and now it dropped
they could
down to
have
10
taken
runs.
Shan Masood. I'm not sure why they didn't pick him.
yeah, maybe we will take one or two more comments if it's coming
That
in the next
Hawk
2 minutes.
that he has that Hawk name, right? That
Also,
Hawk
I mean,
name is
yeah,
a big.
it's a thriller going on at WPL. 3 of 3 needed. Now it's 2 of 2. I think. Yeah.
Who's
Who's the
chasing?
one?
Mumbai is chasing versus RCB.
So RCB are set to face their first loss.
No, they've already lost one. Or no? Oh no, they've won 2 out of 2. I think. Yeah.
Mumbai has got a lost to Delhi, right?
Yeah, Mumbai lost against Delhi. That was also a close encounter. Actually, RCB was. I think Mumbai were doing very well when Nat Sivapan got 42 of 19 overs. Then Kim Garth got her with a beautiful slower delivery, and then the collapse happened. But then Amanjot got that six in the 19th over, and again Mumbai came back. Yeah, 2 out of 2. So the left-arm spinner is bowling here to the left-handed batter.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe I
And
I, I don't
yeah,
think we have.
Mumbai has won it. She has carried it through the covers.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
So yeah, nice, nice.
So
So
we can
we
stay
have
on for another 5 minutes, and then yeah, if
yeah.
anyone
So
has any
yeah.
comments to
So
share.
I don't think we have any further comments. So I would just like to have your uh, short predictions about tomorrow's game, England versus Australia. I know it's a bit tricky. So
Also, I don't get what this was this obsession of England with announcing the squad every before everyone else. I mean, 2 days before.
It's baseball data.
you know,
I mean,
Sapnesh,
in Test cricket, still you can say, "ठीक है." Australia also does it, but in an IC tournament match, you are doing. I mean, you are announcing it 2 days before the match, almost 1.5 days to be precise. I mean,
I think just to show that they're confident
Saptarshi,
and
and Abhishek, if you guys remember, so there is this one folklore that I mean, like 100 years ago, when Bengal used to be, I mean, there used to be more jungles and lesser towns and more villages. So there used to be this thing like that when the dacoits used to come to the houses of the feudal lords, they used to announce, they used to send a letter that we are coming to rob you tomorrow. So I think
hmm,
England has kind of followed this approach, but
Also,
it
I
is not.
didn't get why they have written Jamie Smith at three. I'm not sure what is going to be the exact playing 11 in the match, the order, but I think Root at three is the best option. And what Jamie Smith at three brings is they're pushing everyone down the order. So they could have easily played Jamie Smith at five or six. I think like he plays in Test cricket also.
but I
So
think
yeah, I'm happy that Jamie Smith has got a
tomorrow's
chance
match I
because
think
I was
England
really
is
rooting
winning.
for him to get a chance. I think this lad has got some talent. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Ritik,
So
surely. I mean, what a match.
yeah,
Yeah, we
so
were discussing a while ago about the
exactly.
double
So,
PL.
so Ritik and if Mr. Wolf, if you guys are in the comments, shoot your
Mm.
predictions for tomorrow. And
Mm.
Saptarshi, one word, who's winning tomorrow? Abhishek, one word, who's winning tomorrow?
England.
England. Okay, so Shamir
Uh,
has come
so Shamir,
right when we are about to shut shop.
hello,
We can
Shamir.
ask from
So
him about the India Pakistan winner.
maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. I hope that he joins tomorrow. So Shamir, what are your predictions for India versus Pakistan and England versus Australia?
Is any prediction necessary for India versus Pakistan? England versus Australia is also necessary just because Australia is having a depleted squad. Else,
No,
it would have also been a middleman match.
I am rooting for. I mean, I'm not rooting, but I think Australia is winning. Yeah, Shamir is with me. I think Australia is winning.
Mhm. Ritik saying England.
Because I don't
Australia
because
is Australian championship anyways is not that good.
See, I think
no
England
Get the
should
first pick
England
out.
England England if they use their brains, they can beat this Australia side. But it's about to if whether they just respect the opposition and don't let their ego take over.
Absolutely.
Shamir, is that your heart speaking or is that your mind speaking?
What is his answer?
No, he said
He's saying
Pakistan.
पाकिस्तान आई एम फीलिंग नहीं फीलिंग तो ठीक है मतलब होना भी चाहिए ठीक है सपोर्ट कर रहे हो तो पर
I think
आई
with
मीन
Bumrah not there,
you can rather shoot two predictions if those two are different heart and mind.
Yeah, exactly. Like somewhere deep down, even I am also feeling like the other day I also told them that Bangladesh might win just before the match. Do you remember in the WhatsApp chat? And Bangladesh did give India a run for the money. If
I think
KL
that
Rahul's
was
catch was taken, so
it could
Ed
have been
Smith
tough.
and Maxwell. See, I think England, if they bat first, they can put pressure on Australia. If Australia bat first, Australia might have an advantage because if they can put a good run on the good amount of runs on the board, then the experienced bowlers will get some sort of a cushion against
and then they have
an England's
Labushka
batting order,
Kane,
which is down
Labushka
in
Kane.
confidence.
Also, we need to check that how Pakistan bowlers can bowl in that. But I think considering the form of Pakistan bowlers, if we talk about the India Pakistan match, they have been gone for plenty of runs. So I'm not saying unless a very bad day at the Indian office, uh, I don't see India losing the match.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing actually. So
I think they should have won this New Zealand match, and they lacked a lot of runs in the last overs. I think.
yeah,
Exactly,
so I
exactly.
think yeah, maybe time to sleep and enjoy the weekend. I mean, two important games. Then it's not a lot of
And
important games. I mean, I
and
think a lot will be decided this weekend actually because
exactly.
two
Why
very
is
Yes, so
important
our
that's
games.
the
home and
and that's the
conventional
beauty of
players
this
will do good?
tournament.
Yeah,
Every
and I
game,
think
Dubai is our
Pakistan's
home and conventional players will do good, and Pakistan have all conventional. But I mean,
Samir, in 2018
not
Asia
to
Cup,
forget,
Dubai was your home.
India beat Dubai, India beat Pakistan in Dubai convincingly twice
In
in
2000,
that Asia
in
Cup
2008,
2018.
2018 Asia Cup. That's what I was going
Yeah,
to
but
say.
And I
that was
mean,
long time
it's
ago.
not that that team was
And that
very much
team was
different from this team.
no, that team was better than this team. You had
There
Amir
was
in that team.
Babat was still there. Yeah, I know Shaheen was maybe a
Mohammad
bit
Amir was
young.
there.
Mohammad Amir was there. Then I think who else? Shoaib Malik and all
Hafiz,
those guys were there.
Hafiz,
Sarfaraz, Shoaib Malik.
Malik, Sarfaraz,
Yeah,
that was very good team.
Shoaib Malik, I think, has become, I mean, had become a baggage towards the end for the Pakistan team, if I'm speaking honestly.
No,
Fakar Zaman was there, if
Shoaib
I'm not
Malik
wrong.
also. I think he's not that kind of wow cricketer. He's just I mean decent. I would say.
Bye,
He's
guys. Bye.
had experience for
Shami, join us tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be doing this England versus Australia review and India versus Pakistan preview. So
big.
both of
Yes,
that will be on the plate. So tomorrow we will try to come live for maybe 10-15 more minutes, discussing in details about England, Australia, and India and Pakistan, because I think these are the top four teams that everyone will have eyes on. Although maybe the top four teams, the semi-finalists, may be
no,
very, very
we
different.
will have a bit more
Yeah, but
discussion on the
yeah, but we will
India
have a detailed
Pakistan game
discussion. Yeah.
tomorrow after
So
the game. Yes,
yeah, Hafiz was there.
No,
Mohammad
there
Hafiz.
is no Amir. Hafiz, other players. No, Amir was there, right, in that tournament.
Amir was there, man. Amir was certainly there. Hafiz, I'm not sure. He was in the 2019 World Cup. He was definitely there.
Hmm.
Shoaib Malik was there. I think he only
In
scored 50.
2019 also Shoaib Malik was there. I remember
That
he
meme,
got
that
him
one
out.
meme
Hardik
came
got
that
out Shoaib Malik.
first ball.
Hardik got him bowled.
No, I think the 2018 team was good. I think than this
Yeah.
team.
Anyways,
Also,
let's.
I don't know. I mean, why they brought Imam back because he's a pretty defensive mindset player. They need some
Anyways, yeah.
aggressive mindset players.
These Tayyab
Yeah.
Tahir, Khuzdil Shah, they are not
I think.
international level players.
I
Although
think
Khuzdil batted
let's
well in the
talk
first
about
innings,
Pakistan tomorrow. Let's talk about India, Pakistan, and England, Australia tomorrow. So uh,
After I mean the India Pakistan match, I think there's no more high profile matches because by the time India New Zealand, if India loses to Pakistan, then the India New Zealand match will gain some hype.
if India loses to Pakistan, India is out of the tournament.
Shamir, if are you still there in this video? If yes, please reply because I have a suggestion to make.
I mean,
But
two guys are
it's a
there.
good line.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Shamir. Yeah, so
Shamir is still there.
Shamir is saying Usman should open. I mean,
That's what I was telling in the
Yeah,
group.
just give
Usman should open.
I
yeah,
think
just
Usman
give me a
Khan
minute. Just
has
give me a
played a
minute.
lot of his cricket in Dubai because he was from UAE only. I think.
Yeah, give me a minute before Shamir leaves the chat abruptly. So if Shamir, if you are watching this video, and if you are interested, then we can drop our email address, and maybe you can contact us, and then we can have a discussion face to face tomorrow if you're interested. That I think will make the live more spicy. One guy from, I mean, some
Yeah,
people from India and some from Pakistan. So
and
that,
you can
that will
call
help
some of your
definitely
friends
help in
also,
the
one two friends.
build up.
Then
So yeah, so
that
if you want,
kind
we
of
can drop our email address there. So if you want to join us, then definitely it will be fun. If not, then it is fine as well.
anyways, we'll be coming tomorrow live. Yeah. So,
Yeah, because we will be coming live tomorrow, anyways. So if you want,
but thank you all who have joined
yeah,
today's session in such a short period of time. And as we mentioned, we'll continue to do live after every match and
exactly.
interact with you all.
Thank you. Like I mean,
Yeah,
we are
so
doing the
I
live
said previous day also
this late
there's a
at
lot
night.
of cricket coming up now. There's Champions Trophy, then there's IPL, then there's India Test Tour of England. So I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuffs coming up,
Yeah,
and
exactly. I
we
mean,
can definitely provide a lot of insights.
Okay, I have a
I
meeting
will
to
keep
attend, so I think
very
yeah,
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to take a leave.
I mean, it's time only. It's only a few minutes. I mean, I think Dr. Tabu is going to say something, and then we are gonna cover it up.
Yeah.
Sure.
We will
Let
cover
me
it up.
take a leave then. I
Yeah,
have a meeting to attend.
Okay,
Saptarshi,
okay, okay, okay.
maybe
Thank you.
you can drop our I mean the email address of the
Mhm.
channel in the comment section. If Shamir
Mhm.
wants to join tomorrow, then he will contact us. Uh,
Okay. I think. Okay,
oh,
so
he can't.
Shamir is saying he's busy. Okay.
Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, thank you for joining. Then definitely join us in the comment section. So we will see you tomorrow. I think subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.